Hello, welcome to Rev Sports. This is Ishan, your host, along with Devashish and Shomik. We are tuning in for the second ODI, India versus Sri Lanka. We all know what happened in that first ODI, an eventful game which ended up in a tie, obviously. So both these teams will be looking to get the better of the other in the second ODI. Shomik is in Sri Lanka at the moment at the venue, so I'll go straight to Shomik first. Shomik, how's the atmosphere like? What's the feeling like? I've seen that you already met up with some fans. We'll be playing those visuals later on as well. But what's the atmosphere like at the moment?
Atmosphere is, I saw a bigger turnout today as because today is a Sunday. And there is something interesting. A lot of fans that I have met, they want Sri Lanka to win this game, but Virat Kohli to score runs. Virat Kohli is big everywhere, and he is big in Sri Lanka also. And Virat Kohli, so much fan following of Virat Kohli, and when Virat Kohli just entered the field for pre-match warm-up, there was big cheer. So it is. See, our cricket following in cricket following in our subcontinent, be it India, Sri Lanka, or Pakistan, it's a bit personality obsessed. And Virat and Rohit are the two biggest stars as far as the game is concerned. So from that point of view, the atmosphere is slowly building up. The atmosphere is slowly building up. Yes, on Friday there was not that big a turnout, although the crowd swelled in the evening. But today, as I told you, it's Sunday, and there is already a decent turnout.
How's the weather like, Shomik? Before I go to Devashish and Bharat, I think we just get a weather update as well. How's the weather like at the moment? Shomik, that's for you. How's the weather like, Shomik, at the moment at the venue? Can you hear me, Shomik?
Yes, Ishan, can you please come up with the question? Can you?
Yeah. Can you just let
I,
us know
I, I
how?
can. As I mean,
Yeah. Can you just let us know how's the
Mhm.
weather like at the moment at the venue?
How?
How is the weather, Shomik, at the venue?
Well, see, cloud is, it's sunny, bright and sunny, but occasionally cloud is playing a bit of a peekaboo, but it is bright and sunny. There is no chance of rain.
All right, thank you, Devashish. Now moving on to you. We were part of that post-match show as well, which ended up in a draw. What are your expectations out of this game? Obviously, we were in a bit of shock. The Indian team would have been pretty disappointed as well, not being able to go over the line. So I'm expecting them to come all guns blazing today. What do you reckon? You're on mute, Devashita.
Yeah, Indians would love to put up a much better batting performance. Means when it counts, and they are playing, they are going in with an unchanged side. Sri Lanka has won the toss, if I'm not wrong, and have chosen to bat first. But Indians going with an unchanged side, so obviously they have reposed their faith in Washington Sundar. It's good to see that he is given another go. So and it's really getting very tricky because with Jadeja coming back, and remember this is the last two of the one day international before they play another series that is next year before the Champions Trophy. So important for on India's perspective to get things sorted. Obviously, there will be few eyes on some of the few players. Someone like Washington Sundar, as I've said. But then one would have thought that why not give a chance to our Harshit Rana?
Yeah.
But then the Indians opted to play going with Siraj. So if you ask me, I would say rather say that India would look to put up a much better batting performance.
Definitely, definitely. Bharat, are you happy with the fact that the Indians have stuck to the same side, or would you have reckoned, making a couple of changes, making Harshit Rana play as well, like Devashidar mentioned? What do you feel?
Yeah, maybe they because they didn't win that last game, it ended in a tie. They don't want to make any changes. If they had won the game, maybe they would have thought, yeah, we have one game in the bank, so we might make some changes. But again, Sri Lanka opting to bat, as I said, Premadasa, even before the first match itself, I said, Premadasa, don't expect big scores because it's a
Yeah.
very, very slow pitch. And Sri Lanka again have got the chance to bat first, so India could be bit up against it again when they're batting second. The pitch expected to get even more slower. Premadasa, everything happens slow. Run scoring happens slow. The teams don't get big scores, so it will all be it will be more about attritional cricket. And I guess India just want to play their best 11 because at least the
Mhm.
best available 11 because they know that with the kind of
Yeah.
conditions it will help Sri Lankan spinners and they need to be at their best.
Surely, surely. Showing Sri Lanka won the toss, elected to bat, like Devashish has mentioned. What do you reckon? A good toss to win, get some runs on the board, take that pressure off yourself, and maybe post a decent total on board, which can add some pressure on the Indians. What do you reckon?
Absolutely, Ishan. But before that, I would like to apologize to our viewers because today is a match day. Traffic is heavy and internet is a bit unstable here.
That's
So
fine.
connection is going on and off. So please bear with me in that regard. Coming to the toss, of course, it's a good toss to win. It's a different pitch to the one they played on Friday, but it would be similar in nature. The ball will after a while it will be slower and lower. The odd ball will stick on the surface, and it's a bit throwback to the 1990s and early 2000. That used to be the template for Sri Lanka in this part of the world. They used to produce this kind of wicket and then unleash bowlers like Muralidharan and there are Kumara Dharmasena and there are other spinners. So and they have they have lost the bulk of their pace bowling. Spin is
Yeah.
their main weapon, although they have lost Hasaranga as well. Still, they are backing their strengths, which is spin, and putting some runs on the board. See, last game we saw chasing 230 odd even was not that easy. So if Sri Lanka can get to 230 to 240, it would be a good game.
Yes, absolutely. Devashish, Kuldeep Yadav, Akshar Patel on a wicket like this will always hold importance. So, these two bowlers have been in good form recently. They've been doing well for the side. And again, in today's game, I think, these two bowlers will have possibly the biggest impact. What do you feel? Am I right when I say this?
Yeah, absolutely. You are spot on. Means obviously, and they are the two best left-arm spinners to be available right now for India. And obviously, the way Akshar Patel has evolved means in the last 1 year, means across the formats and it shows from the confidence. Means be it his batting, be it his bowling, and he has done wonders. And Kuldeep Yadav once again he comes to you as an attacking bowler who can give you wicket. But Washington Sundar, as I've been saying, that he needs to improve because he was the most expensive among the three spinners in the first ODI. So and he went for a lot of runs against the left-handers, Sri Lankan left-handers. So 31 runs have been taken against him. So that is one thing that he should improve upon. And but then talking about Kuldeep and Akshar Patel, India will once again rely on their two best left-arm spinners.
Yes, yes, surely. Bharat, coming again to you, do you think the Sri Lankan batting approach and this lineup will target these Indian bowlers in a different way now? They've been playing some cricket for a while. They played the T20Is, they played that one day international earlier on as well, the first one. Do you think a surge of confidence might be coming through the side after that? They almost managed crossing the line in the last game as well. So, do you think this game will be approached in a different manner?
Not too sure they will approach in a different manner at a ground like Premadasa. Maybe the top order and middle order will do slightly better. They were remember they were struggling a bit last time around at 102 for 5, 142 for 6. It needed Dunit Verelage to come good. But Premadasa means you don't expect huge scores, as I said. So, but if they get to 250, then India you might be even more under the pump because batting second on a slow pitch, chasing 250, 260 is never going to be easy. So that might be Sri Lanka's target if they get to say 150 for 3 or 4 after 32, 33 overs, whatever. Then the lower order can score at just over 6 runs per over, and if they get to 270, even 270, then India will be really under the pump. But India obviously have a good
Yeah.
bowling attack. Not sure Sri Lanka will get 270 in these kind of conditions, but I guess that is what would be the template. Not go completely overboard, bang bang right at the start, but keep wickets in hand. It's like like an old template. That's what you feel you would get to see at Premadasa. Keep wickets in hand, score at about 4 5 runs per over, and if they can be say, something like 150 for three, then get the kick on.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely. And Shaunak, when this Indian side comes out to chase whatever total the Sri Lankan team makes, obviously a lot of expectation on Rohit Sharma. I think Shaumak's internet. Yes, I think Shaumak is back. Yeah. Shaumak, can you hear me? I think his internet might be a little choppy. Devashish, I'll come to you. A lot of expectations on Rohit Sharma once again. Got that solid 50 in that last game. He'll be looking to carry on and maybe get a bigger one in today's game once this team comes out to bat again. Because he gave the start, and I think in the second game this time around, he'll be looking to push it through and maybe get an even bigger total.
Yeah, obviously, and that is what you expect of someone of the caliber of Rohit Sharma, and he has done it time and time again for India. 56 50s in one-day internationals to go, and he has also scored 15,000. So leave aside that the landmark, the batter of the caliber of Rohit Sharma, he needs to if he gets going, we all know what he can do. He can unsettle any bowling lineup. Obviously that opening pair of Shubman Gill and Rohit Sharma will hold the key for India once again. They need to give India a good start, and Rohit Sharma once again will hold the key, and the key will be for him to get a big knock. Means obviously, if Rohit Sharma can get to 100, India would fancy to chase whatever Sri Lanka post. I'm not disregarding Sri Lanka, but then definitely if Rohit can score an 100, that will automatically give India upper hand as far as chasing the total is concerned.
I could not agree more. I could not agree. Definitely, I think Rohit Sharma holds the key and he
And
gets a solid start.
I'll pick it up.
Yeah.
I will pick it up from there. I will pick it up from there. Devashish mentioned about Rohit Sharma. See, last game he played an ODI after a long time. The last ODI before the first game of the series was 19th November, the World Cup final. But he never looked out of sorts, in the sense it was a case of getting into the ODI 50 over group. But the way he started, if he would have been there for another 5 or 6 overs, the game would have been easier. But as soon as the spinners came, the game changed. But it was very nice to see straight away Rohit getting into the group. So that's a very heartening sign.
Absolutely. And Shaumak, I'll ask you another question before I move to Bharat here. Washington Sundar was promoted up the order last time. Do you see him being promoted again in this game when he comes out to bat?
Could be, because it depends on the situation. It depends on the situation. Hasaranga was bowling, that's why he was promoted. He is a left-hander. The ball was coming into him, so that was the reason why he was promoted up the order. But it will depend on the situation. This Indian team batting order is very much flexible. We have seen in the T20 World Cup also the way Akshar was a floater. He came at number 4. He came at number 5. In the T20 series against Sri Lanka also, that preceded the ODIs, we have seen that flexibility with number 3 and number 4. Rishabh Pant, sometimes he is coming at number 4 to allow a left-right combination. So this batting order is very flexible. And Washington Sundar is a very good batsman in his own right. This flexibility, Rohit has also. He wants to remain flexible as regards to their batting, as regards to their bowling also. And as per situation, if the situation demands so, Washington Sundar can be promoted, or maybe it can be Aksar Patel also.
Fair points, Shomik. Thanks for that. Bharat, there's been a debate, KL Rahul, Rishabh Pant, who should be playing. KL Rahul is playing at the moment. Do you think there'll be a sense of pressure, on his shoulder, in his mind, knowing that if I don't get runs, I might be dropped from the side and someone like Rishabh Pant might come in? So do you think this might be in his mind somewhere when he goes out to bat? Is this something that he'll have to tackle when he gets going.
Yeah, pressure would be on him, but he has been in good. I know it has been quite a few months since the World Cup has been played, but he has been in good form in this ODI format. I think his format also suits KL Rahul the best because you can nicely pace your innings, even if you are 30 or 40 balls after a while. It's not like T20 cricket where a lot of criticism has come on KL Rahul that he scores too slowly, but in ODI cricket he can take his time even beyond 30 or 40 balls and then score runs. I think overall, I don't think he would be feeling much pressure because this kind of format is tailor-made for KL Rahul's style of batting, where he can nicely take his time and then
Yeah.
get going right at the end.
Surely, surely, yes. So I think looking forward to see KL Rahul bat as well. Before we continue on with our discussion and get our match predictions, Shomak had met up with some fans, so we'll have a look at what they had to say, and after that we'll continue on with the predictions. Have a look.
You are the ground staff at Premadasa.
Oh yeah,
How will be the pitch?
I will be 12.
Okay, and the first game was exciting. The first game was a tie.
One that I know.
How long do you work in a day?
No,
Te- For how many years you have been working here? 10 years, 12 years?
12. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. Because
Yes.
20.
How excited are you about this game?
I'm very excited.
How exciting was the first game? It was a tie.
Yeah, it was a big game. Right? It was, we lost the lead and the first game, okay. It was
You came for the first game as well?
no.
Today is a Sunday, that's why you have come. Okay, and do you think Sri Lanka can win today?
Yeah, we can win.
Okay, and who is your favorite player?
From current stage, I'm a big fan of Virat Kohli.
Virat Kohli. Okay. Do you think Sri Lanka can win today? How exciting was the first game? Tie it was. So today Sri Lanka, you think Sri Lanka can win? Okay. Any favorite player?
Yeah.
Who? Okay. Obviously, you have come for this game. How excited are you?
I'm so excited because Sri Lanka is beautiful.
So first game was a tie. So I think today you are even more excited, isn't it? Sri Lanka played well. You are from Colombo. Okay. Any favorite player?
Virat Kohli.
Oh, you are supporting India or Sri Lanka?
No, I'm supporting Sri Lanka. My favorite place is Virat.
Okay. And anyone from Sri Lankan team?
Nothing like that.
Thank you.
Yep. So those are the fans. As you can see, some excited ones and some confused ones as well. But I think they still have the love for the game, which is most important. Shamik, good job on that. Devashish, now we'll go straight to the predictions. What are your predictions for the game? You're on mute.
I fancy India going 1-0 up in this ODI series because India will always be the favorite against Sri Lanka. And Sri Lanka is going through a transition phase. Yes, and with the absence of Wanindu Hasaranga, I think India should fancy whatever Sri Lanka post, chasing
All
it.
right. Okay. Thank you. Bharat?
Yeah, I guess for the first time, I'm thinking maybe at Premadasa, with Sri Lanka opting to bat, they have a chance of winning here because at Premadasa, it is always good to bat first. You don't want to bat second at Premadasa because the pitch will get slower. I don't think dew will come at a ground like Premadasa, and there's no real wind. Whatever I've seen once or twice, I visited that ground. There's no real wind because it's a concrete-like structure, no dew as well. So batting might get difficult for Indian team. Once
All
I'm
right. Shamik, your final thoughts on the game and match predictions.
My final thoughts are, last game what I saw, India allowed Sri Lankan tail to wag. I'm not taking any credit away from Dunit Velalage, the way he played, the way he anchored and lower order and took the team past 230. But that was something India need to look into. Uh, they should have they should have restricted Sri Lanka to at least 20 runs less. I hope they will learn from their mistakes. Also, I expect a bit of better game awareness from our tail enders. The shot Arshdeep Singh played last game, that just one required of 14 balls and he went for a slog across the line. That was poor game awareness, although both Sairaj Bhavatule and Rohit defended him. But it was poor cricket, poor game awareness. I expect better game awareness from our tailenders. And finally, if India chasing and the first three, the top order would be very crucial. Rohit, Virat, Shubman, and Sreyash. If they can build a solid platform, and if they can restrict Sri Lanka to less than 250, it would be it shouldn't be a difficult chase.
Thank you, Shaumik. Thank you for your predictions. Thank you, Devashiza. Thank you, Bharat. And we'll catch everyone who's tuned in for this show after the match as well for the post show. So make sure that you come through and come see that show as well. Again, make sure you like, share, subscribe, and we'll see you all shortly right after the match. Thank you and enjoy the game.